Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, when you tuned in to this quick message. But I don't want to hold y'all too long. I just wanted to really touch on something that was kind of stirred up in me. Because the other day, I don't know if I was either tested or tempted. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. As surely as we are breathing in the vessels and walking God's green earth, we will either be tested or tempted. Hell, sometimes either or. But let's get into what provoked this message. So I'm coming out a facility that I frequent, and I see two gentlemen, one Caucasian guy and one African American man. The Caucasian man is in a wheelchair. The African American man is mobile, meaning he is walking on his own cognitivity and ability. Now, because I take care of people, I naturally gravitated towards the man in the wheelchair, and I'm like, good morning, and proceeded to open the door for him. But before I can open the door for him, the African American, which I assume was with him now that I think about it, opened the door for the both of us. And the guy that was in the wheelchair went inside of the door and I went in behind him. Now I went to my destination and they, I suppose, were together, so they were leading toward the same direction. Now I'm talking to the attendant that was speaking to me. We chopping it up or whatever. I'm cordial and how you doing? Blase. Long story short, as I'm getting ready to check out, the African American male and the Caucasian male are also walking towards me now. I let the Caucasian male go ahead of me because he was in a wheelchair. He had missing limbs, so that's just me. Circle back and move. Good morning. God bless you. I hope you have a better day. Now, the African American male, I kind of like stalled a little bit, and I think he was trying to allow me to go and get my attention at the same time. But y'all know me. I'm just trying to keep some motion. I'm in and out. How you doing? God bless you. But I finally get to my car. And as I'm heading out, they are also heading out. And I'm in my driver's seat, putting on my seatbelt, and I'm getting ready to back out so I can head to my next destination. And the African American guy caught my attention. I thought he was trying to continue to walk. And as I'm backing out, right, because he's a pedestrian, he got the right of way, so I'm waiting on him. Now, as I proceed to roll my window down and start a conversation, because I'm trying to go. Like, I'm like, sir, you waiting on me, or am I waiting on you? Like, what are we doing? Now, his response was, oh, I was waiting on you to leave. So I guess he was waiting on me. But I'm like, sir, you are the pedestrian, so you clearly got the right of way. You're not about to get me I ain't trying to hit nothing today. Sir, please go about your move. But he sparked up a little conversation and he was like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm doing okay. How you doing? Blase. And he was like, dang, you didn't even look at a nigga. And I was like, excuse my language. The Lord's still working on me. He was like, you didn't even look at me. And I was just like, oh yeah, well, I'm focused, I'm just in and out and whatever. And he was like, well, you know what that means usually when a woman don't pay you no mind. And I was like, she focused. And he was like, nah, she probably got a man at home. I was like, oh no, like I'm single. I'm definitely not looking or searching or seeking. Like right now I'm focused, like I said. But excuse me, I didn't mean to make you feel any type of way. And he was like, I need some of that energy. And I don't know why, but I just saw distraction just written all over him. He just like released the scent of, I just want to extract. I don't want to build. I want to receive. I want you to pour into me. I don't want effort. I don't want responsibility. I just want access. And that is definitely what his energy was given. And needless to say, y'all know I chucked up two dudes and was like, I got to get with you. Like, we're not doing that. You got to understand the difference between a man who wants to build and the difference between a man who wants to extract moving forward into the season. Because it surely as, and I'm talking to the woman right now, like, but if this message resonates with you and you a man, like, I mean, it can be applied vice versa. But I'm speaking to my women because a woman who was single out here, a woman who was uncovered, by man, but it's covered by God. Like, she is the primary target for men who just want to extract and not build. Now, in this season, sis, and I say this with all love, you feel me? Like, you don't have time to be dealing with distractions. Like, these niggas, they give off a scent of distraction. And because the woman is wired to love, we are wired to nature. Like, we are wired to pour into. Like, we are wired for partnership. Like, we can easily be drawn and sucked into manipulation. There was a scripture in the Bible that says something about silly women and manipulators and the adversaries, to make a long story short, being able to enter their homes. Now, the Bible speaks in parables and metaphors. So when I say silly women and the adversary allowed to enter their homes, I don't want y'all to think I'm calling you dumb, and I don't want you to think as the home as literally your home, that too, but like, think of it as your mind, body, will, and emotion. Like, if that is not guarded, okay, and you are out here desperate and you're giving off that type of energy, sweetheart, you are going to attract lustful men who only want to extract from you, and that is not what we are doing. Listen, and I think that a lot of the delusion is coming from us women who are not covered, like marriage and covenant, but we are covered by God. I think it's very important for us to use discernment, because it's always proof in the pudding. I'm just going to say it like that. But people tell you to look for the red and the green flags. So we gonna call it what you want to call it, but I'm saying, like, evidence is always there. But because women are wired for love and partnership, like, we romanticize everything, and I just think that is where the delusion comes from. And not only that, like, we got to worry about the church. Like, we got the pastors leading folks astray. You got your favorite YouTuber making you daily words of how your kingdom spouse is coming, and women are taking that in, and I'm like, no, you are being set up for failure. And I just pray, like, moving forward into 2026, that my sisters, like, I don't know who need to hear this message, because it definitely, like, shook something in me, because I'm like, like, that little like, sir, you need some of my energy? You don't even know my name. And I think, look, the enemy roams around seeking whom he may devour. I done said that in like 10 of my videos, but don't nobody want to hear me. Where my Bible at? Look. We're going to start getting into these. Now, I have a literal Bible. Yes, I do. But this right here, these are like little scriptures on the go. I can just whip out and pull out. We're going to start getting into these, because I think it is time that the daughters of Yeshua, we need to turn our hearts back to our first love, because it is getting crazy out here, and the men don't want to build, they want to extract. If you're not careful, you will be the woman that man is out here extracting from and not building with. The enemy only comes to do 3 things, and there's nothing new under the sun: steal, kill, and destroy. All right, so if he's not stealing and killing, he's definitely trying to destroy something. Don't let that go over your head. Y'all stay blessed and be humble. And while you're at it, remember, everybody ain't trying to be saved. But if you are, Jesus will save you too. Crunch time when that pressure build. You gotta put it together. You gotta put it together. You gotta put it together. Extension up when that 30 days due. You gotta put it together. You gotta put it together. You gotta put it together. Crunch time when that pressure build.